and welcome to the first episode of Dueling Disney. I'm your host, Steve, and I'm joined, of course, by my fellow dueler, Armando.
Alright.
How are you, how are you doing, Armando? Ready to duel?
I'm always ready,
Or
Steve. I'm always
that
ready.
sounds good. So the way this is going to work is we've got 2 rounds of Disney topics that are kind of controversial, I guess.
You'd say
Um,
some of them
some
all,
of
some of them
I
will be.
some more than others, but we are going to do a coin toss. We're going to pick our sides, and then we're going to battle it out, and we will decide a winner, as well as you in the comments, where you will decide who is the victor. So we've got 2 rounds. The first round is the battle of the statues, and the second round is the battle of the lightning lane versus
The cues,
the
essentially, I
queues. Yeah,
suppose.
the queues reservation
The,
systems.
yeah.
So the way this is going to work is we're going to do one coin toss, and we're going to see who is going to pick which one for the first round. So,
Yes.
Armando, do you want to do the honors?
I would love to.
Alrighty, let's do
Hey Siri, flip a coin. What'd you choose? I'm not gonna look at it.
heads.
Heads.
Ah, heads, yeah.
It's heads.
Is there okay?
It's
So,
heads.
wow. Alrighty, it's a battle of the statue. So it's the partner statue in Disneyland Park versus the storyteller statue, and I'm gonna pick the storyteller statue.
Awesome. And
So,
then vice versa. In the next round, I will be picking since I lost the first round. That way, it is fair for both sides of debate.
yes, yeah. Alrighty, so let's get to round one. Round one, what is going to be our first argument? What's our main point? I guess I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say,
We're
I
timed by
think,
this. Remember, we're timed.
oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to
So
time
we're
it.
gonna
I'm
do a
going to
5 minute timer.
5 minute timer. And
Set mine as well, so that way we don't try to cheat
yeah,
and go over.
exactly.
So
All right, let me get this here.
we'll cut this
And
out. It's
we
fine.
are good. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, for me, the storyteller statue is a great photo op.
Okay.
Makes it perfect to take pictures. Um, and I think also too, it's a little bit more down to earth. Partner statue is putting Walt up on a pedestal. It's a little grandiose, but here on the ground, it's a little bit more like the regular folks. Let's say you.
Well, I I think the partner statue is iconic. That's the first thing you see when you enter the park. Kind of, well, past you going down Main Street, right? It's the first thing you see is in the distance is Walt holding Mickey's hand, pointing, to the I guess
Is
what
that
would be the train station.
yeah?
But it's iconic. You see it and it's something that just speaks to it's just, you see it and you're like that's so Disney. That is so Disney. And I mean, I don't think it would be the same if it wasn't there. Storytellers wasn't
Mm,
in California Adventure to begin with. It was
well,
recently
some
put there.
things. Yeah, well, some good things come to those who wait, and we got a much better statue. I mean, the partner statue is just pointing at the better statue way across the Esplanade. And so, I mean, you can't go wrong. You got early Mickey,
Mm,
pie-eyed Mickey sitting there on the suitcase and all the dreams they've got going for him. It's a very young Walt, so that's kind of an interesting representation. You don't see Walt usually depicted as a young man. He's usually Uncle Walt from the old days,
mm-hmm.
and that's
Okay.
something that I think is unique. Um, I mean, you can't beat the location right there in Carthay Circle. It pulls the whole plaza together over there. So it's just so much symbolism going on there.
Okay.
Can't beat that.
I mean, mm, if you want to talk about symbolism, let's talk about, actual what it actually means for the partner statue. I mean, it's it's what he's there for. It is the definition, I think, of Disneyland. It's the hub, right? I mean, you can't beat that. The hub wouldn't exist without that partner statue, and without the hub, Main Street's bare. Main Street's not there, right? That's not. I mean, you can't tell me you haven't gone and admired the statue every time you go.
Uh,
I
I
mean,
only I
right?
mean, when I'm walking through the the hub, getting to the other part of the park, and I got to make that long turn around the statue. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess I noticed it then, but
I mean, it's iconic. You go up. A lot of people take pictures with it, right? A lot of people take photos with it, and I don't, when the statue first got there at for Storytellers, yeah, okay, they took pictures with it because it was new, right? It was new. It was something there. But do you still see people lining up to take pictures with that statue anymore? No, no, no. People line up to take pictures with the partner statue. That is a location that is constantly filmed there, constantly taken photos of. You constantly have to like kind of duck or get around someone's photo because they're taking it because it is an iconic piece of Disneyland. It is the iconic piece of Disneyland. Aside from the castle,
sure.
aside from Matterhorn attraction wise, it is iconic.
Yeah. But if you see that partner statue in any other location, when it's at in the Burbank studios or at Paris, it doesn't have the castle and it just looks like it's just there. But you put the storyteller statue is in it's in Shanghai and it's in Tokyo, and it just graces the landscape of every park it's in. It's also, I don't remember his name, but the artist who did
Oh,
it
you don't remember the name? Oh,
was
you remember
I don't remember the name,
the name?
but he's an amazing artist, obviously, because it's such a
Oh,
fantastic thing.
obviously, yeah.
And it's also the only statue of Walt that is accurate to his actual height. Yours is trying to exaggerate his height by making him like 6'5", when here it's his genuine 5'10".
The reason he's exaggerated to be made to look like he is standing over, right, is because he's trying to. It's a symbolism, Steve. Symbolism. It's Disney's bigger than him. Disney's bigger than all of us. Disney is a family thing, right? It connects all of us. It's not just one guy. It's not just one person. Yes, there'd be no Disneyland without Walt Disney, but it connects everyone to one thing. Disney is family, man. Disney is the well being of. All right, that's time. That's time. But
That's, you didn't want to finish your soliloquy there?
no, I can't. I have to be against the rules.
Oh,
If we go, it's time, But
well,
mm.
well, valiant effort. I will concede the partner statue is better. So
I mean, it's more iconic. You can't
it
you
is
can't
more
argue with it.
iconic.
I will say the storyteller statue. Yes, it is very cool, and I have admired it as well, just as much as the partner statue. But I don't take the time to look at the storyteller statue as much as I do as the partner statue. I'm gonna be honest.
It's yeah,
It's
and I
just kind of one
think
of those things you walk by, and you're right because it is because I think it's because it's not elevated either. It's just on the floor with everyone else, so you can kind of just walk past it.
yeah, and I think they probably did that on purpose. Well, I know they did because they talked about it when they unveiled it, that it was like Walt wasn't Walt yet. He was still,
Mhm.
that guy from Kansas City.
I tell
So
you, man, it's bigger
yeah,
than all of us. It's
it
bigger than
is.
one
That was
guy.
I'll be honest. When you went there, I was like, wow, that's deep.
I was like,
Oh,
how can I make this work?
and I mean, maybe people in the audience might think that we actually like we genuinely just love pretty much everything
Yeah,
at the parks, really. So
right.
that's kind of the fun of it, is that we're just,
Yeah,
you know, trying
definitely.
to figure it out. So now we get to the main round. We don't have a time limit. This is the main round. This is the real battle royale and the death match. And you won, or no, I won you. So
Yes,
it's
so
your
I
turn
get
to
to
pick.
choose. Okay.
So which one are we doing?
I'm
Legacy Fast
I'm gonna
Pass
do Genie
versus
Plus.
Genie. You're gonna do falling on your sword, huh?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let the battle begin. Round two. You want to go
I
first?
would love to. So, Fast Pass. We all know it. We love it. All right, we all love Fast Pass. But how inconvenient is it that you have to go to a kiosk to that ride? You have to walk to that ride, right? You have to walk to Indiana Jones. You have to walk to Splash Mountain. You have to go from Winnie the Pooh all the way to Space Mountain just to get a Fast Pass when you could easily do it on your phone, right? You can be in that location of, let's say, like again, on the opposite side of the park, you could be at Galaxy's Edge and want a Fast Pass for Space Mountain. You don't gotta walk to it. You don't gotta walk to it no more. It's all there on the phone. You could do it in line while you're waiting for another ride, right? You could do that, and then not only that, Genie Plus, man. I mean, we're talking Genie Plus. It plans your day for you. Fastpass doesn't do that. Fastpass doesn't do any of that, right? It 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 is simply convenience. There is so much more convenience to it than Fastpass. Yes, yes, don't get me wrong. I love the Fastpass system. I do. I used to. And honestly, I mean, you've used Genie Plus, right? It's convenient. It is convenient. You get to go there and you don't have to go walk anywhere. You save time and you get to go and just one click away. It's right there. And it gives you the times and it shows you the return times. You don't got to be like, well, you don't got to go to, Space Mountain and be like, well, Indiana Jones might be a better return time. Let's go check over there. And then when you go over there, it's like, well, it's a longer return time. I'll just go back to Space Mountain and get that return time first. And then you go and look over there and you're like, oh no, it went up because I didn't get it in time. Right? I mean, dude, convenience. It's convenience.
Okay, okay, Bob.
Which one are we
Yeah,
talking about?
both of them because it was under Bob Iger and Chapek too. So now that we've been through that, yeah, it might be convenient, but so is Uber Eats. But guess what? My food's still cold and they're missing my fries. So yeah, convenient. I don't think so. You did mention you got to walk. Guess what? That's what Disneyland's all about. You got to walk from place to place. That's how you feel the magic. If you're sitting on your phone all the time, looking at the genie telling you where to go, you're you're missing out on all the place. You got to see, you got to experience the park. And part of the fun is the getting up and walking across and trying to find that thing and planning the return times. That was the fun part because you know what? You would go on and see a return time for Big Thunder and it was a couple hours away, but then you went up into Fantasyland and you went on Casey Jr., which was pretty much a walk on, and you did something you never thought you were going to do. You can't do that. You can't do that with Genie Plus because Genie Plus is telling you to go across the park and go ride Autopia for the third time in the day. And you're like, I don't need to go and hang out with Bird and Yasuma. So, you know, I don't really see that as much of a benefit. And you know what, also too, the Fast Pass ticket, it's a great souvenir. It's a free souvenir you get if you get to keep it. Sometimes they wouldn't let you keep it, but if the ride broke down or something like that, you'd have a nice little souvenir with you. And
Hmm.
it was free. That's the biggest thing. It was free. So take
Okay.
that.
Well, I mean,
Take that,
you're talking
Mr.
about
Chapek.
souvenir. You can just screenshot it. Whenever you did the redeem thing, it popped up something different. It wasn't a fast pass ticket. It was like a little badge thing. You could screenshot that and keep that as a souvenir. Print that out if you
I
wanted to.
I
Have
can't
someone
though,
go
because
make it.
my phone is dead because the thing totally drained it.
If you want, go ahead and get a fuel rod. Fuel rods are there for a reason, right? It's there to make your day easier. Make your day easier so you can look more on your phone and go and get Genie Plus. It's simple. And as soon as you got on the ride, right, you didn't have to wait to get off that ride because you still gotta wait in line after the fast pass. When you get in fast pass, you still gotta wait in line. Same thing with lightning lane, right? But instead of going and waiting and being like, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna get a longer return time because I'm still in line. As soon as you scan that ticket, baby, you can go ahead and go and book another one as soon as you scan it. As soon as you scan it, you can go and book another one.
And then you're still not focused on the queue. You're sitting in Indiana Jones and you can't get cell service in a lot of queues either.
It doesn't matter about the queue because you're going fast. You're skipping all that. That's the whole point of Fast Pass Lightning Lane, right? Mickey's Runaway Railway. That thing cuts right through the best part, right? I
Exactly.
mean, so you don't gotta worry about the queue. You don't gotta worry about looking at the queue, Steve. It's not about the queue. It's about the efficiency and the the actual. It's about getting on the ride. It's about just getting to where you need to go to maximize your day. My camera agrees with me so much so that it is flipping out, man.
It's exactly, yeah. And you know what? Here's another benefit about Legacy Fast Pass. Getting up early. Nothing's better than waking up and going at rope drop and racing like a crazy person to your favorite attraction and having the excitement
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
of that
You're
moment.
telling me you want to wake up early? You're telling me you want to wake up
Yeah,
early? Okay, all right, fine. You want to wake up early? Okay, how about this? How about you get on your phone at 7 a.m. from your house, anywhere, anywhere. You can be at a restaurant. You can be getting breakfast. You can be on the road with someone else because it's dangerous to drive and be on your phone by yourself. So with someone else, but you can do that and book it from your house. You don't have to wait. You don't have to get there super early for rope drop.
yeah, I can. However, I'm usually with people and we get so wrapped up in a conversation that we can't and we forget the 7 o'clock thing. And by 7:02, or no, within seconds, it's gone. So
Look, nobody
there you
said
go.
nobody said that it was gonna be enough for everyone, right? Because Fastpass sold out too. If you didn't get there in time, your Fastpass was gone too. So what's the difference? More convenience at home. At least I'm
I like,
disappointed at home versus at the park.
see if I'm at the
Knowing
park and I'm disappointed.
knowing that I'm not going to get on that ride because you get a fast pass for it earlier than going to it and being like, I'm gonna do it, and then your day's ruined because you didn't get it at the park.
If I'm at the park and I can't get a fast pass, I got a turkey leg or a Dole Whip. I can put my tears in that
And if I didn't get
and
it, I
move
still
on.
got my McDonald's, still got my orange juice, got my sausage egg McMuffin. You tell
True.
me, and it's cheaper.
I will grant you that. It is cheaper. But guess what? You know, it's not cheaper. You're 20 something bucks. You're going to have to pay per person to get your lightning lanes. And then if you want to ride Mickey and Minnie's or
Yeah.
Radiator Springs, good luck because you got to go and get the individual lightning lane. So there you go. But with Fastpass, you could pretty much get a Fastpass anytime. And it's free. So how about that?
Okay. Yeah. No, I can see it. I can't even put up this facade
Really?
anymore. Yeah, this is. I can't.
Oh,
I can't put up the facade anymore, man. You.
oh,
Yeah.
there we go. All right. See, victory. Bring it back. I gotta be honest with you though, even though I'm the winner and
I was
rightfully
making some
so,
good points.
you were making some good points. So, especially the 7 o'clock in the morning thing. It's
Yeah.
true. The virtual queue thing, it's a lot easier than
It's more convenient for
having
sure.
it is.
But no, I mean, I was like, I got him on the ropes, and then you're like, $20 per person, individual lightning lanes for rides, radius for spring. I was like, yeah, that alone right there is the reason why you don't do that. So, yeah, no, I mean, you got me there for sure. Because virtual
You
queue's free. Virtual queue's free. You don't need to, you know.
but the odds of you getting in a virtual queue as we found out
It's
is
hard. I've done it before.
impossible
It is just you need to be on time,
on time and really just like
not focused
refreshing that
on
page
a
like crazy.
conversation that has nothing to do with the ride. You brought that, man. That hit close to home.
Hey, when you're losing the battle, you like you said, you had me on the ropes. I had to go dirty. I had to go. Oh,
So I was like, damn. Yeah, no, really, it's. I will say, as much as we don't like Genie Plus, it is more convenient than Fastpass. But at $20 a pop, and that's with
it's
an annual pass.
true.
It is more.
Yeah.
It gets flex pricing.
Hmm.
I don't know if flex pricing applies to annual pass holders.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
I've
because there were some times where we paid 22. I
okay.
think.
I've never experienced the flex pricing, so I wouldn't know. But then again, we kind of go into the day knowing that we're gonna spend, so we get that as soon as we enter the park. So I guess that's probably
Yeah,
why. But
and it's one of those things where you have to get up early because you got to get your money's worth out of it.
yeah,
And if you don't, then there's
um,
no.
yeah, no. But right there when you had me, I was like, there's nothing else I can really compete with that has.
I
It's
saw it too,
not.
and I was like, and I had run out. I was like, it's free. There's nothing else I can really give because, it was kind of annoying to have to go from place to place, and there was a lot of times where you
when
were
you
like,
when you hit me with the that's what you do at Disneyland. You walk, and I was like, oh, hey, this dude's grasping.
It's true though. You walked a lot. And sometimes you would get to
You do.
the attraction and you'd be like, well, crud. I mean, now, crap. It's
Like what I said,
4:55
man.
and it's noon.
What
Yeah,
I said, man. The return times. You're walking back. Well, maybe this one has a shorter return time. It's like, well, nah, okay, let's just go back over here because no, now it's longer. It's like, you know,
you gave a good fight. I was, yeah, you gave a good
you
fight.
really had to hit low with the it's free. I was like, well, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I could have started off with that and just let it be a total knockout, but I thought I'd
Yeah,
let it stew there for a
yeah,
second.
that was. You really can't compete. That's the only thing Fastpass has over it. Is
It
it was
was yeah,
free.
it was free and it was easier to use. I feel like if you don't have the app and if you aren't tech savvy to work
Yeah.
through
Well,
Disney's,
and couldn't you actually get it from multiple, unlike Genie Plus, where you have to wait?
you
Like,
well
weren't you
yeah,
able to get like you can go to Space Mountain and then go to Indiana Jones and get both instead of whereas Genie Plus you have to like
I,
wait. I feel like you
I
could,
feel
right?
like it's yeah, if at the most it'd be like an hour or something like that.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, now you have to wait until you're
Either that or I
I
think
think until
it's
you finish the ride.
or it's 2 hours or something like that.
Hmm.
You have to wait a
Yeah,
couple hours. So then like I wasn't gonna say that because I was like that's helping him, but I like in my head I was like I'm pretty sure you're actually able to get more with FastPass than you were with Genie Plus.
true. Yeah.
So
So, but
well
yeah, I mean, you definitely can't go wrong with the phone thing. But yeah, it needs to be not 20 something
no.
bucks.
If it was maybe like 10 max
Yeah.
maybe, then yeah for sure. I mean if you guys want to sell that thing, lower the prices. You'll get them.
Yeah.
You'll get them.
Lower the price and then have it where it can sell out, like it was doing during the holidays.
Well, that was good. That was good
Yeah.
because then you have lines just stretched. So that's actually a
Yeah.
good thing.
That was gonna be my last ditch effort was the fact that the
You
lines
can
for Lightning Lane are sometimes longer than in some
see, but
cases
that
like
wouldn't
Haunted
work though.
Mansion.
But that wouldn't work though because and then it in because I just would have counted back and been like, okay, so you stand in standby and you're still gonna get in faster Lightning Lane.
No, because FastPass was a lot quicker,
That's
if for
because
nothing
they.
else.
Well, the only reason that was the case is because they weren't because you weren't paying for it, so they were
True.
actually going half and half. Whereas Lightning Lane, you're paying for it. It's like okay, 75-25
Yeah.
is what it is. So
Oh, was it really 1720? Yeah.
well, I guess from my sources, from what I've heard, it is attraction dependent. It is the person, I guess, the lead, who's running the attraction decides how the distribution of um, Lightning Lane works. So
Wow.
it's not a Disney thing. I guess it's attraction dependent.
Just attraction. Wow. Well, there you go. So that is the first episode of our Dueling Disney
It
series.
was
We're gonna do
fun.
it.
It was
It was
fun.
fun. Yeah, I thought so too. This is our first time trying it out, so we'll work on it a little bit more and
It'll trust me
make
that
it.
it'll be much more controversial in the future
Oh yeah,
than what it is
yeah.
today. But today
Hmm.
was just a little teaser, a little taste. So
Uh-huh. So we will we'll see you guys next time with another edition of Dueling Disney. I'm Steve, and that's Armando over there, your duelers. And again, we'll see you next time with another Disney duel.